Burkage typically booms the kickoffs deep. He'll want to keep it away from Winston Wright, number 1 for the Mountaineers, one of the best kick returners in the country. And he's going to have to bring it out deep, and he'll let it go over his head. So, the kickoffs deep. He'll want to keep it away from Winston Wright, number 1 for the Mountaineers, one of the best kick returners in the country. He's going to have to bring it out deep, and he'll let it go over his head. So
against Virginia Tech.
Yeah, defense bailed him out with a late goal line stand against the Hokies. Letty Brown, he's in the backfield to the left of Dagey. That's right in motion. He's got the football, and he is chopped down after about a 4-yard gain as we check the Chick-fil-A impact players.
Well, they're going to want to get Letty Brown established. They've got to be able to run the football. They've got a great group of wide receivers for Dagey to throw to. Sam James, 13, the main guy to keep an eye on. Isaiah Thomas, 95, outstanding. Bonito gets most of the attention, 11, but I think 95 is the guy you're going to want to watch, and the leader, kind of the quarterback in the back, to be Pat Fields, who's played a lot of football for him.
We're hoping they can get Letty Brown free. 80-yard touchdown on the second play last week, but hasn't had another big run this season. They give it to him on second down, makes a cut, and muscles near the marker at the 35. In 2 previous games against OU, it's been hard sledding for Brown.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that they're trying to do right now with an offensive line that's still trying to kind of click, right, is they're giving them a lot of eye candy here early, trying to affect the communication, a lot of different formations, pre-snap movement, sets up a very manageable, obviously, 3rd and short here.
And Dagey will sneak it. Been an effective offense on 3rd down this season.
Sometimes you think about you got to go fast to get a defense uncomfortable. To me, you mix up your tempos and you mix up your personnel groupings and your formations. And that's here early. That's what they're trying to do. Letty Brown, by the way, goes off the field. We'll see if he's okay. But they do have Tony Mathis back.
Mathis, number 24, coming off a knee operation, still improving.
See the movement there again, just trying to affect the communication.
Dagey, as they bring pressure, has time, and lofts it downfield. And it's Winston Wright Jr., who could not hold on the sidelines. Good-looking throw. He couldn't complete the catch.
Yeah, really good job of separating him from the football. I mean, that is a heck of a play by Turner Yell. That ball looks like it's going to be caught. 32 comes over late and dislodges him from the football. He started to lose it, but I think he was going to hold on to it. But a nice play there by Turner Yell, another veteran starting his 25th game tonight for the Sooners.
Brown is back in the game, Kirk. He's split out wide to the right, the running back. And now he comes back into the backfield. Fake like it one, they snap it, and the ball caught by Mike O'Loughlin, the tight end. They don't use the tight ends a lot in this offense. This is 2nd catch of the season.
No, but when they see cushion, they're going to take it. I mean, this is an offense that they look at the numbers, and they're going to either run or throw. Now they're going to go fast, but if you give them cushion, Dagey's going to recognize that and right away get as many yards as he can.
They line up fast and then check to the sidelines. Neil Brown and Gerard Parker share play calling duties. They need 6 on this 3rd down. Dagey across the middle, and it's caught. And Bryce Ford Wheaton reached back and made the grab. There were no U territory.
Yeah, nice job of feeling those linebackers, running out with Letty Brown. Opened up a really nice, easy throwing lane for him. Asamoah, the middle linebacker, 24. He runs out. See him there clear out. And even though that pressure, Benito's coming right in his face. He sits in there with that big opening with the linebacker vacated in the middle of that defense.
16-yard gain, and now they'll bring in Garrett Green. So an early appearance in the middle of the first drive, and he slings it out quickly there to Sam James.
And Garrett Green is known right now by most West Virginia fans as a change of pace guy. He's an athletic guy, played baseball in high school, but I'm telling you, I think you're going to see more of him, depending on how the battle in the trenches goes. It's a West Virginia offensive line, especially on the edges at tackle, that they could give up some pressure and some penetration. If that happens, you'll see more and more of Garrett Green, who can move around back there and give them a chance.
It's his 9th pass attempt of the season. As you said in the open, he can swing the ball. Surprised to see him in the first drive, though. Now Dagey looking downfield and out of bounds. Really didn't give Isaiah Esdale a chance to make a play.
They brought pressure. They're bringing their linebackers right here. And West Virginia, this is going to be a challenge for them. Oklahoma moves a lot of different people around, makes it difficult on the offensive line. They'll slant, they'll angle, they'll bring backers. Really can impact your communication. The question tonight is got Dagey's experience versus the athletic ability of Garrett Green.
3rd and 6. Not yet in field goal range of the Mountaineers.
So he's got some one-on-one opportunities here. Just a matter of which one does he like and trying to go there.
Brown motions out. Empty backfield. Sooners rush 4. And Dagey scrambling will not get near the first down. He is slammed down by Asamoah.
Give Alex Branch credit here. I looked at it and I thought, boy, they're up tight. They're playing man-to-man. And at the snap of the ball, they dropped out of that. Dagey thought he had man-to-man as well. They go to zone, and by going to zone, they fool him. He ends up having to hold on to the football.
Going for it on 4th and 4. Dagey has protection, has a first down. Zipped it very quickly to Ford Wheaton. They move to 6 again.
How about Benito's get off on his blind side? This is 4th down. This is where look at 11 on the left. He's coming around. You know he's about to hit you. Nobody there to help out. He's able to block that out. That feeling of behind my back. The best pass rusher arguably in the Big 12 is about to hit me. 4th down. He sits in there, makes a great throw. Neil Brown, I love the aggressive attitude on this first drive on the road, nothing to lose, 10-play drive, goes for it on 4th down when many people probably thought he would punt, try to play field position.
Pass-heavy opening drive. This is the 11th play for the Mountaineers. It's a pop pass. Coming around is Sam James and knocked down in the backfield. Galarian Turner yelled from his safety position behind the line.
It's tough with this speed. You come jet, right away you can see the speed of this defense. Tough to get wide when you run a jet sweep against Oklahoma. They're anticipating this. They see him coming. I think this is one of those things you show them it. Next time you can fake it. You can fake to the back, try to sneak somebody behind an aggressive defense like that off of play action. That's the answer to a defense that's flying up on jet motion.
Turner yelled the top tackler on this defense. Play action on 2nd and 12. It's a screen, and Ford Wheaton makes the catch and falls forward down near the 25. It'll be 3rd down, about 3.
Great call. Anytime you have a defensive line that's going to be coming after the quarterback, 2nd down and long like that, puts it out in front of the receiver so he can catch the ball and use his momentum. And Ford Wheaton, 6'3", 220. It's like a tight end catching that ball and running into traffic.
Interesting, Kirk. They bring back Garrett Green. This is his 2nd play. Comes in on a 3rd and 3. Kind of on the fringe of the red zone.
And the scouting report for Sooners is he's going to run.
And they're going to have to call a timeout. Brown noticing that the play clock was winding down. Interesting that he's gone with a change of pace quarterback.
It's called the first time out of the half.
2 plays in his opening possession. Mountaineers on the march. 13th play of the drive coming up.
Catch him snapping on the formation. Just kick and throw it.
Brown to his right. And Green hands it to Brown, who barrels ahead. Shows his strength, and it's a first down into the red zone.
You could see those backers respecting Garrett Green. He does a good job of carrying out that fake, and just by carrying out that fake, Aguebu, the number 2 middle linebacker on the play side where Letty Brown ran, he's running to the outside. Creates a nice little crease there. Even before tonight, Garrett Green in the red zone in short yardage, he was getting his fair share of snaps. So that's where he's been. I just think there's a good chance tonight you're going to see more of him because of the opponent that they're going up against.
He's still in the game. This Mountaineer offensive line, an impressive opening drive. They've heard all the hype about this Sooner front. They're playing well so far, protecting the quarterbacks. Here's Green doing what he's known for. Shows his quickness and quickly darts for almost a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, he does a good job right here on this read. In man on the line of scrimmage, comes down. He feels that, comes down, takes the back, pulls it out. Now there's the speed and the toughness. This guy's a great high school baseball player, elite baseball player, was a catcher. Gives you an idea of what kind of toughness he has when he runs the ball right into those linebackers and safeties. He's not going to slide. He's going to lower his shoulder.
But he'll want to add some weight, you know, some big meals, get in that weight room. He's listed at 190. He's probably about 5'9 and a half, 5'10 if we're being real here.
Got to be smart, but what a threat with his ability to run and also play action.
Brown, first down. Barrels down to the 3. What a start for the underdog Mountaineers here. 15 plays in this first possession.
And how about this offensive line? We came in thinking about how they're going to hold up, right? Look at the push. Look at the push right here. The surge by the middle of this offensive line. Letty Brown says, thank you, fellas. And you're right, Chris. 15-play drive, 8 minutes so far this first quarter.
Got a freshman at left tackle, 2 sophomores up front. It's not a very seasoned group, but they are playing well so far against a highly touted defensive front. First and goal. Green keeps it. And this time they're all over the freshman. Dragging him down there is Isaiah Thomas, talented edge rusher.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas does a good job of giving a key read for him to keep it. Watch him on the end of the line of scrimmage, 95. He comes down on the back and then has the athletic ability and the length to get back to the outside and take away the athletic grain from prevent him from getting to the end zone.
Green checking the sidelines, making his adjustment. Looking like a veteran out there at the moment. Keeps it and scores. Wondering how would the young guy handle the situation. He knows he's got talent, but he's in the drive. Green took over in the red zone and ran it in. This is Mario Williams, speedy freshman. And can he get the edge? He does, and scoots out to 35 at 15 for a late hit out of bounds. The Mountaineer coverage. Eric Gray, the transfer from Tennessee, making his 4th start of the season. And the Mountaineers swarm him after a yard gain. G. Alston. If you check the Chick-fil-A impact players, when Oklahoma's got the football.
Eric Gray's in there. You're going to see a lot of Kennedy Brooks as well. Both of them need to be able to be established. It's big. They'll set up their play action. Marvin Mims leads a very talented group of receivers. Talented defensive line. Dante Stills, but I like Mesidor as a great player and a secondary that has experience at safeties. Keep an eye on 29, Mahone.
Play action catch made on the end by Michael Woods, the Arkansas transfer. Nick Trey Fortune stops him.
And that was just a quick read. Spencer Rattler had a run play on into the boundary with one of his better receivers, Woods. He just saw soft coverage and he said, hey, I'll take those yards. You see that all over college football, these tags to these run plays. And quarterbacks have the freedom to pull it and take the quick throws. Mountaineers crowding the line on 3rd and 4. Rattler from the pocket delivers a high throw, incomplete. Trying to get the ball in there to Stogner in his 4th down. What confused him is Bartlett's right here. He had 3 sacks, right? So he's coming, right? Wrong. 3rd down. He drops. And that's exactly who he wanted to throw the football to. Maybe surprised a bit by their best pass rusher dropping into coverage on 3rd. Sooners made 3 out of 4 4th down attempts so far this season. Stogner comes in motion to the left. Rattler looking that direction, but he flips it to Gray. And the running back makes 2 men miss and takes off. Finally wrestled down inside the 10 by Extree Low, but it's 1st and goal OU. And they set up a wall here with 2 of their receivers on the outside. They're going to come here and here. The whole reason is to be able to free him up to the outside. Those linebackers can't get through that wall. And then there's the speed and athletic ability, something that Eric Gray provides as a running back, the ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. Okay, double Olay. That was a mismatch in space. They get 38 yards on the 4th down play. Jeremiah Hall, the H-back, in the backfield to block, and Gray barrels down to the 5.
Hasn't scored a touchdown yet as a Sooner. He's come so close. Gray's been tackled at about the 1-yard line 4 or 5 times already this season.
Maybe this will
get him in the end zone.
This will be the chance. How about these coaches' approach to a game tonight, right? 4th downs. They know this is going to be a game where they're going to have to be aggressive. That's Lincoln Riley. That's who he is. He's going to go for it. But Neil Brown went for a 4th down, kept his drive alive as well.
And 2nd and goal. Rattler keeps it, lowers his head, and takes a shot from Alonzo Adai and Mesidor. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, there's Mesidor. We just talked about him being an impact player. This is a very talented defensive line. He's right here. Watch what he does, the effort that he gives on this play. After the quarterback keeps it, he's going to extend himself to stay involved in a play. Coaches say, the defensive coaches feel that he can be as good as he wants to be. I don't want to put pressure on him, but they did say he has some of the skill set of a young Aaron Donald.
One of 3 Canadians who makes a big impact on this Mountaineer defense. On 3rd and goal, Rattler from the pocket, zips it end zone, caught, touchdown! Austin Stogner, his first of the season. In a tremendous comeback story for Stogner as Oklahoma answers quickly.
Boy, this is really, really a good throw by Spencer Rattler. Love where he puts it. Remember, Stogner works to the outside, the receiver works to the inside, and look where he puts the football. Up and away, 6'6", up high, where he can go up and over Porter and make that play.
Stogner, a guy last year that had a thigh bruise, which turned into a strep infection, became a life-threatening situation. He was rushed to the hospital in Oklahoma City. He spent 12 days in the hospital, lost 35 pounds, finally came back at the end of last year, and that's his first touchdown catch since that scare. Stogner and the Sooners answer 7 apiece, late first.
Things that doesn't necessarily show up in the stat book for Rattler. It's a touchdown pass, a short touchdown pass, but this is a really good job of knowing who you're throwing to. A 6'6" target to go up and over a defensive back. Perfectly placed football. Nice job. Good start by Rattler. Converts the 4th down, gets it out to Gray, and then the touchdown pass right here to Stogner.
Yeah, 7-inch height difference between Stogner and Porter. Sooners continue to be really, really efficient in the red zone this year. 17 touchdowns and 19 trips. So the Mountaineers grind away in a long touchdown drive. The Sooners take advantage of the penalty on the kickoff coverage. And so Daggy back in the shotgun to begin this possession. Wright goes in motion and reverses, and they just hand it off up the middle. A little eye candy as they feed Letty Brown. Ollie?
Well, guys, you said it before. This was the plan all along to use Garrett Green because he's so mobile against this defensive front of Oklahoma. But Neil Brown said he communicated all of this to his starter, Jarret Doege, who had won this job, even though he made some mistakes last week against Virginia Tech. A terrible kick with 2 minutes left that almost cost the game. He said, I let him know we have confidence in him. Just follow the rules of the play.
Yeah, you'd expect you got to let the veteran know what the plan is. That's not exactly how it was communicated to us, but they don't have to share everything in a production meeting. Doege delivers, and across the middle, that's Winston Wright who makes the catch. It'll be 2nd and short.
Really, really relevant report there from Holly. And I know we all knew this, but you're talking about a guy that tonight, if you include Bowling Green and West Virginia, Doege has 37 starts. He's a grizzled veteran. But he told us this is his dream to play in this. And then imagine having to come out in the middle of that dream for Garrett Green to come in and lead the team into the end zone. So I thought Holly's report is great. It's interesting, and it's something you want to really show throughout this game, how Doege handles if Green continues to come in.
Need 2 yards on this 3rd down. And Doege looking to throw for it. Not a natural runner, but there was so much open space. He'll dive for the 1st down near midfield.
Nice job by the right tackle. He's a freshman, true freshman, is playing in this game, 64 against Benito. He does a nice job of kind of sealing Benito to the inside, which gave Doege, you said it, Chris, he's not known for his mobility, but 64 does a good job of pushing Benito in, and then you have enough room for Doege to escape and get that 1st down.
Yeah, true freshman against Benito, who had a huge game in the win over Nebraska. Such a disruptive, active, athletic player. 64 may have his hands full tonight. But a good start for this Mountaineer front. That time Brown is wrestled down there by Asamoah.
Think about being a freshman.
Yeah.
Milam, I mean, he was playing high school football, and now he's out here, and they say he's a future All-American type of player, the big fella. But, boy, he's prepped up tonight so far, doing very well, holding his own. Their weakness coming into this game, you were worried about the tackles, how they would hold up in protection against the speed of Thomas and Benito.
Daggy, a screen. The Sooners are all over it. They brought early pressure, but they had Corey Robertson, the nose tackle, and White, the linebacker, hanging back, ready for it.
Yeah, he was actually on a stunt. He's right here, moving, working, and then just does a good job of getting his eyes up. He's working towards the back intentionally. That's Alex Grinch saying, hey, when the back's lined up on this side, you're going to stunt and slant that way. Then he shows his athletic ability and awareness by getting his eyes up and making a play.
Mountaineers grinding out a long 17-play touchdown drive. Sooners answering pretty quickly, and now West Virginia beginning of the second quarter with a 3rd and 14 near midfield. Daggy is the quarterback. Protection will be the #1 priority on this play. See if Alex Grinch dials up the pressure. Now they rush 4, and Daggy off his back foot launches downfield into traffic. One of those problem decisions for the quarterback, and it's intercepted by Turner Yell. Isaiah Thomas got in the quarterback's face and helped create this takeaway.
Turner Yell's out here, just does a good job of just reading Daggy's eyes. Daggy felt the pressure. Chris, on 3rd and long like that, you're going to punt the next play. I think he just threw that up there, hoping that his receiver would have a chance to make a play, Sean Ryan, or he gets maybe a pass interference. Worst case, you give up an interception, and you're going to punt the next play, and you give OU the ball at the 24.
Yeah, good point. Not as damaging as last week's interception could have been on 3rd and long. So Rattler and the Sooners take over at the 24. Spencer 3 of 4 with a touchdown pass to Stogner in their first possession. Stogner, who comes over to the right side of the formation. They fake it to Gray. Rattler on the run. Shows his arm strength. And going down low is Mario Williams, the freshman from Tampa.
Rattler, move to 6. Yeah, Rattler's probably of all the quarterbacks in the country, the most gifted and the most natural thrower on the move of anybody you're going to see.
Play action on 1st down, retreating, and just lost it into the bench.
You know, Lincoln Riley made a point to us this week, and I was talking to him. I said, you know, is he up there? I mean, you have Jalen, you have Baker, you have Kyler. I mean, is he in that world? He said he's the most gifted thrower I've ever had. Now, he may not be the athlete that Kyler and Jalen and Baker, but as far as throwing the football, most gifted guy that I've had since I've been here.
That's saying something. All 3 of those guys could sling it.
Yep.
Certainly not the running threat any of those 3 guys were. On 2nd down, they hand it off inside and trap behind the line. Chandler Samita with the stop of Gray. It'll be 3rd down and long.
And they're doing a good job of mixing up the looks. Jordan Leslie that time brought Scotty Young off of Stogner from the left. I think it caught Oklahoma by surprise. Stogner didn't have any chance and forced Gray back inside where the rest of that defense was. So it sets up this 3rd and long. Virginia's whole plan tonight is keep everything in front. They don't want to give up any explosives. They got to tackle well when you approach it that way, obviously.
Plan worked well for Nebraska. Sooners have not had many explosives this year. Hazelwood makes the catch behind the line, shows some good effort, but will not get anywhere near the marker.
And if you're West Virginia, Chris, Hazelwood, who's come off a knee injury, came back last year, wasn't quite 100%. This year they feel that he is, but you give him the ball in space and he's got to go 10 yards from where he catches it, you can rally. He's a big guy, but he's not electric with the football the way maybe a Mario Williams might be or a Marvin Mims, so they rally that time.
Yeah, he's known as a violent runner with the football. He would have had to be really violent to get past 5 defenders over there. So Michael Turk, excellent punter, a transfer from ASU. He was twice all Pac-12, and he booms it deep. Fair caught way back inside the 10-yard line. So it's Dagey in the ballgame as the Mountaineers begin from the 9, and Brown needs a couple.
You and I were talking at the break there. Green is so far has come in for kind of spot duty, red zone, short yardage. We were kind of on the Zoom. I thought Neil Brown might say, hey, 3rd series, 4th series, we're going to give Green, the first snap, let him take a series. But so far they've gone with the veteran leadership of Dagey.
He said it would be a feel thing, right, as the game unfolded. Both quarterbacks have done well.
I just think they cannot lose their creativity and aggressiveness that they've shown here early, no matter who the quarterback is.
Haven't yet worked a downfield shot. Dagey's been working underneath, and there's another catch by Ford Wheaton. Already his 4th of the game.
They brought pressure. It's a nice job of feeling this. Once he clears out, you'll see it just kind of open up. Takes the back, Letty Brown. They're just willing to take those underneath throws. They've got a great group of receivers with Ford Wheaton on one side, Wright, Sean Ryan, Sam James. It's a good group, and I think they have confidence that they can win tonight when they're...
You like their matchups?
I do. If he has time, they can win tonight on the perimeter.
On 1st down, Brown knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. It's an aggressive play. Coming up to make the hit.
Flying around those linebackers, moving in a lot of different guys. Shane Whittier that time, 13.
Brought in a lot of bodies rotating around there, and they've been on the field a lot. Mountaineers running 26 plays already early in the 2nd. Pressure comes on 2nd and 11. Dagey stands and delivers a downfield throw over the head of Sam James. 3rd down coming up.
One of the adjustments that Alex Grinch has made after that opening 17-play drive to start the game for West Virginia, they've dialed up more pressure, playing more man-to-man, mixing up things, trying to give Dagey different looks. But see what he does on 3rd down. Rush 3, drop 8, or show that he's willing to bring pressure and leave guys on islands. Right now showing 2 high safeties.
They rushed 6. Ball out quickly. Catch made by James. Hit immediately. Sooners closing down space there. Justin Broyles, the safety, stopped him. And it's 4th down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really understand. Dagey saw soft coverage. Broyles walked out from the inside receiver. He moves out, and you throw it underneath there, but it has no chance of picking up 1st down yardage.
At some point, I think they're going to have to stretch the field. Tyler Sumter parks it away, and fair catch is made by Marvin. Look at the yards per play of the last 3 quarterbacks at Oklahoma. All have led the FBS. That is ridiculous. So Rattler knows that it's a tough standard. You said a different style, different skill set, but still top 10 in FBS, almost 7 yards per play.
Yeah, and you feel like as this offense continues to gel, it's only going to get better this year for him.
Kennedy Brooks hasn't had a touch yet tonight in the backfield now. He's their leading rusher this season, physical runner who had a couple of big games against the Mountaineers in 18 and 19, opted out last year. Off to a good start this season.
Yeah, good to see him come back. That running back room with DeMarco Murray, former NFL great, and of course Oklahoma Sooner great as running back coach. And boy, his room is from one year to the next. It's just the 2 guys that are playing tonight, they weren't even in that room last year.
Only 2 scholarship running backs, Eric Gray and Kennedy Brooks, after the attrition of some other talented backs. Rattler trapped, escapes, looks downfield, and now will be wrestled out by Lowe right near the line of scrimmage. Talked about the exodus of guys like Seth McGowan, Mikey Henderson, dismissed from the team.
Stevenson went to the Patriots, and there's the others.
Yeah, Henderson and McGowan charged in a robbery in April, so it's down to just Gray and Brooks, both talented guys, but walk-ons behind them.
Yeah, Gray comes over from Tennessee, and as you mentioned, Kennedy Brooks opting out, but comes back, and they missed him. It's great to see him back playing the game.
You can learn a lot from the example of their coach. DeMarco Murray was a great one here.
Sure was.
And with the Cowboys. And it's Brooks in the game. 3rd and 10 for Rattler. Mountaineers pressure, takes off, long way to go, dives forward, and will not get there. 4th down.
Try to keep your eyes on the football if you're West Virginia. That means these linebackers have got to have an awareness about them on 3rd down. They're not running around. Somebody's got to be able to rally to the football. Safeties are doing a good job. They're keeping an eye on Rattler. Rattler tried to extend his body, comes up a couple yards short. Good job by the Mountaineer defense getting Rattler and the Sooners off the field.
Yeah, willing runner, but nowhere near as twitchy as guys like
no, they've had
Murray, not as powerful as Hurts. Another nice punt from Turk. And Estelle driven back, trying to get to the sideline. Cannot. Good coverage by Oklahoma's punt team, helped by a nice boot from Turk. Okay. Eric Green back in the game, Kirk, as the Mountaineers take over from the 15. And he zips it sideways, right. Couldn't handle it. High throw.
Well, he comes into the game. It's the first time Neil Brown has put him in where they've got 85 yards to get to the end zone. So he's backed up deep in his territory. It shows you the confidence that Neil Brown has in him. It's the first time, really, in his career that he's been put in this situation. Talked about a feel with us. He's trying to get a spark right now for his offense by putting Green back in.
Takes off, and he'll be trapped. So he comes into the red zone, finds the end zone. Ball came out. And it looks like West Virginia has fallen on it and avoided a turnover. They've been a problem for West Virginia this year.
Yeah, and Latrell McCutcheon, 7, was ripping at the ball. That's one thing Green's got to understand. This is different. You get out here, watch 7. He's a true freshman. He's got that left hand in there, ripping, and gets that ball out before the knee touches. That's clearly a fumble, and West Virginia very fortunate. They're able to jump on top of that.
And McCutcheon, a hyped recruit who originally committed to Alabama, comes from Austin, but a big future for number 7. And it sets up a 3rd and 9 as Dagey comes back in the game. And with the experienced hand on this play, under pressure, gets it off low, and it's dropped by Mathis. So an ugly-looking series for the Mountaineers and a 3-and-out, the first tonight.
Yeah, this defense has made some adjustments. They've been able to take advantage of field position. The field is slanted in their direction. Played zone here. West Virginia thought they had man-to-man where they'd sneak Mathis out against a backer, but no, they sat back. Even if he caught that ball, play didn't have a chance.
So after the long 17-play touchdown drive, the Mountaineer offense has slowed down considerably. Mims retreats to field the punt at the 35, and they'll be stopped right there at the 37-yard line. In the early
you got him
hundreds. Threw it back at you. And they fake it to Brooks. Rattler scanning and now running. And fires it on the sideline. And making the catches, Drake Stoops. Popular son of the coaching legend here. Just his 4th catch of the season.
Well, they are taking the receivers away downfield. Stoops isn't open. Stogner not open. Really well-schooled defense on that 1st and 10 play. Nowhere to go. He's fortunate to get a couple yards.
That's 16 combined completions for these quarterbacks so far, Kirk. Barely 100 passing yards. Nothing downfield. 5 receiver, empty backfield. Rattler throws a slant, and the catch is made in traffic by Mario Williams, talented freshman out of Tampa.
Well, he ends up hitting a slant, but I want you to keep an eye on Stoops this time. He actually sneaks behind right there. If he throws his football right there, he's got a big play.
Playing fast, and this is Brooks showing his toughness and barreling for about 8 into Mountaineer territory.
You see this again. You can see where he's able to sneak out. If he makes this throw right here, there's nobody. He's behind coverage. You can throw that towards the boundary. That's a 25, 30-yard gain. But now they got a little bit of momentum after the completion, the 1st down, positive yards on that 1st and 10 run.
Play action. Rattler throws into traffic. And flying across his Porter, and the interception is made.
Porter tips the ball, and then Matthews ends up diving to make the catch. Watch how he sits, and then he breaks on the ball. That ball was hanging in the air from the right hash a long time. It allows Porter to break on it, and then Matthews' awareness to go down and come up with the interception.
So
the young corner makes the play.
Fake to Brown, slant across the middle, and the first down out near midfield. Ford Wheaton has been the favorite target tonight.
And there's an RPO you see all over college football, run pass option. Felt the linebackers coming in tight to the line of scrimmage, and by feeling that, he ends up pulling it and then hitting the quick slant right behind it.
At 7 catches in the first 3 games combined, has 6 in the first quarter and a half. Use almost the entire play clock. Does Daggy see it? Yeah, he's going to call a timeout. Didn't like the alignment there. So after the timeout, first down for the Mountaineers. He's White in motion. They fake it to him. Now throw it to him on the far sideline. And the Sooner DBs doing a good job closing in on the receivers tonight. Not much after the catch.
They're flying around as a defense. It seems like every time West Virginia gets a little bit of momentum going, there's a TV timeout or there's a break in the action. It kind of slows down. You know, they have to be aggressive. They have got to do a lot of window dressing, pre-snap movement, just to try to affect the eyes of Oklahoma. They can't just line up and play ball. They need to put their foot on the accelerator the way they did as a unit on that first drive when they went 17 plays for their touchdown.
Agreed. They did call their own timeout, however.
Yeah.
Iced themselves. On 2nd and 9, Brown tests the middle. And Perry and Winfrey, Thomas and company close it down. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, that's been an area. I mean, Letty Brown got out last week against Virginia Tech. But all in all, if you take that big run away, it's not been an area that defenses have to necessarily fear or respect. It's made them more one-dimensional.
Yeah, just one run of longer than 15 yards. And that was the 80-yard touchdown bolt that got the Mountaineers off to a great start last week.
Got Sam James in a slot, who's really playing with a lot of confidence. He's right here.
It's already the 9th third down play for this offense in the half. And the play clock is winding down again, so Neil Brown is standing right next to the official, and he will spend Kurt Cooker in Norman, especially for that quarterback position. Daggy had a cushion to the left, retreats, and now just throws it away on 3rd and 7, and here comes the punt team.
Yeah, you and I saw the same thing. They actually, after the timeout, they moved Ryan to the left. They put him on the left, Sam James rather, to the left. And he had that soft cushion, and Daggy at the snap never even looked that way. He was looking to his right. He thought he had a matchup, but good coverage by Oklahoma. But yeah, look at him on the inside there. Nice big cushion. I mean, he's right there at the sticks and plenty of room to get upfield after he makes that catch.
Shake of the head from Coach Brown after that throwaway. So Sumter in the punt. Couple steps to the right. Boots a line drive. The coverage team will chase this down. And Rattler off the interception. Last possession will be pinned back at the 7 to start. Rattler respond off his 3rd interception of the season. They hand it off to Gray. Got caught up in traffic and fights ahead for 3 yards. I mean, he had to hear that chant. I mean, Spencer Rattler had to hear it as plain as day from the fans.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What would you think if you're the quarterback?
It's got a lot of fire for him. I mean, he hears the noise. I mean, he's a big social media guy, so he's aware of the noise and the expectations. You play quarterback here for Lincoln Riley. Think about the expectations with Baker, Kyler, and Jalen Hurts. It's a high bar, as you said earlier.
And now Rattler rolling and makes a strong arm throw into traffic. Batted away and falls incomplete, but that was another risky attempt.
Might get another chance. Here's
some booing. Listen to this.
The problem you have when you're a competitor and you have high expectations and you hear that from your home crowd, Now they're doing that. We want Caleb. You tend to force the ball because you want to show them I can make these plays. You want to quiet the critics.
Yeah, we said the fan base is ornery here. It is really interesting listening to the talk radio the last few days.
You've been breaking that down?
3rd and 7. Rattler pressured and sacked the first time he goes out tonight. A flag comes in where he was tackled. Alston got to him. Almost checked the marker with David Alvarez. And so hold is the indication. So again, to deny West Virginia great field position as we close in on halftime. Mountaineers a chance to cash this in and take a lead. Turk boots it back to the 44. Estelle spinning and still fighting for yardage. He's going to be dropped just inside Oklahoma territory. Mountaineer.
It's part of their game plan is to win time of possession, keep Rattler in that offense on the sideline, which has been effective, but you also want to be aggressive. See how they handle this.
Wiley very calm with his quarterbacks on the sideline. Just a polite conversation with Rattler. It was 7 of 11, but only for 73 yards. The touchdown to Stogner and the interception.
Roberson continuing. This defensive line, it's like watching a different team. You know, when we would call Oklahoma games 3 years ago, 4 years ago, it was about the offense. It was about Lincoln Riley, the quarterbacks, the skill. And then it was like, yeah, but that defense. They don't have the defensive linemen like Tommy Harris. Where are the athletes? They've made that a focal point in recruiting. Alex Grinch is the beneficiary as a defensive coordinator. He's led that charge, and it is really a different defense now with the talent and the depth they have up front.
Yeah, they spent more energy and time recruiting that position than any other, and it shows. Holly?
Well, guys, they have improved that defensive front, but it's worth noting that they're without their most versatile defensive lineman. Jalen Redmond's not playing tonight. He's out. You know, they famously don't disclose injuries, but he is not playing tonight. And where it hurts them, he's their most versatile defensive lineman. Takes 2.
It's been tough to find rhythm since that incredible 17-play opening drive. Each team scored in this opening possession, but nothing since. Daggy stands in, delivers strike across the middle. Ford Wheaton has been the weapon tonight. He's been getting free, and Daggy's been finding him. 7 catches now.
Yeah, they just keep going underneath. You know, a lot of these slants just underneath coverage, and he did not pick up the first down. Came just a little bit short, about 4th and half a yard.
In no timeouts and no hurry at this point.
No.
It'll wind down under a minute. If they don't make it, they want to leave Oklahoma not a lot of time.
And then TJ Banks, a tight end, taking out Sam James.
Casey Legg, their kicker, has pretty good range. And Daggy, they're going to try to shove the quarterback, and with an assist, he's going to get the first down.
And of course, now the running back can get behind him. That's why this quarterback sneak now is so good. The back can push. Letty Brown at 210 pounds gets behind him. That's why he's in so close, just because in case he hits a wall, 4 can just keep pushing. Leg drive, leg drive, leg drive, leg drive until he picks up the first down.
Quarterback sneaks aren't what they used to be, right? Daggy loops it downfield and winning the battle. Winston Wright just shoved off the defender. There's no flag, and it sets him up near the 10.
I'm with you, Chris. I think he got away with one. But what I love about it is look how he's looking back at the football. He's ready to adjust to the ball, gets away with that push-off, and Billy Bowen, the freshman, gets beat on the play.
28-yard gain. Now Daggy scanning the end zone, and we'll just throw it away.
That's smart. As you said, no timeouts. Not about downs. It's about stopping that clock. What a great job. Wright didn't get called on the push-off, but his eyes, as he's running that route, he's looking at him, basically saying, okay, Daggy, you going to lead me, or are you going to throw it behind me? He was ready to adjust on the ball. That was a good route.
Vickery's got to look to the end zone or right near the sideline.
Has to.
Tackled inside the 10. It would be a hectic situation to get up and get a spike. Daggy flips it in the flat. Brown makes the catch. He's cut down. What I was talking about here. Tick, 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 tick. Davis stopped him in the field of play. They'll have to line up and try to get a spike quickly here.
Well, the ref's not helping him.
Umpire finally places the ball, and Daggy with 2 seconds to spare able to spike it, and they can bring out the field goal team. High school football at all. Took up kicking here when he got to West Virginia. Soccer background, and he slides it inside the right upright. So
fans about Lincoln Riley and these quarterbacks that have been here, it really starts with their running game and their offensive line, and that's not been the case this year, and it continues tonight.
Devin Staley boots it away, and Williams will have a chance. Mario Williams knocked down to the 25. It's the lowest first half yardage total, Kirk, for the Sooners since 2015. Shut the crowd up and change the narrative.
They'd start cheering for it.
Play a much better second half. Rattler looking to throw in first down, chased again, and loops it over the head of Gray. Gray really made the one big play in the first half on the fourth down play. Short pass, he made a couple guys miss. That's been it, really, for explosive.
Absolutely. This defensive line, we thought Oklahoma's defensive line had a chance to make a big impact tonight. But this West Virginia defensive line, the athletes that they have, that time he wanted to get wide, and 10, Bartlett just took that away.
You can see why they're among the nation's leaders in tackles for loss. They are active. They get upfield.
Sure do.
And it's been a better and better job against Rattler as this game has gone on. There's a hand down to Gray, and that won't please the crowd. It'll be third down.
Yeah, we could talk all we want about what's wrong with Oklahoma. Let's spend a little bit of time on what's right with West Virginia. I mean, they have, this is a defense that last year, during COVID, it was a weird year, but they led the Big 12 in scoring defense, allowed 20 points a game. They're number 1 in the Big 12 in passing defense, and they got most of these guys back this year. It's a confident group.
Jordan Leslie, the defensive play caller for the Mountaineers. Rattler has time and delivers over the middle, and it's Michael Woods off and running. His first big breakout catch and run of the season, and the Sooners are in business.
Yeah, good job of that time. The offensive line giving him time, and then eventually Rattler works from the left all the way back to the right, and he's negotiating. The middle linebacker right there decides to finally let it go, but he waits for his receiver to clear it.
Short pass, it's Woods again. He eludes the tackler. This is a guy with blazing speed, came over from Arkansas. Longest catch before that one, just 12 yards this year.
Yeah, they think that he can be special. And you're right, he has a lot of experience from his time in Fayetteville. Think that he can be a downfield threat, the experience. Think of the big games, some of the teams he's played in his career as a starter. He had 24 career starts at Arkansas, played against LSU and Alabama and Texas A&M and Auburn. So they think as this year goes on, 8 can be a real threat.
Yeah, getting more and more comfortable with the scheme here. So the Sooners have moved to 52 yards in 4 plays. Gray, hesitation, and nice little move along the sidelines to stay inbounds and lean for almost 10 yards.
That was a great job of not giving up on a play. I think everybody thought, including West Virginia's defense, that he's going to go out of bounds right there. Instead, he cuts back, picks up about another 5 or 6 yards.
You're on line. You love to see your back doing that. Great effort. You give him 8 on 2nd and 2. Rattler from the pocket across the middle, and the catch is made by Jeremiah Hall. The H-back with a 1st and goal at the 6 now.
I say it all the time. How often are you going to see an Oklahoma kind of ultra back, that H-back, that Dimitri Flowers work inside, get to the outside, perfectly placed football. Rattler playing with some confidence, some rhythm right now. This offense playing much better, coming out of the gates here to start this second half. But they always have a guy like Jeremy Hall in this Lincoln Riley offense.
Had a touchdown catch against the Cornhuskers last week. Pads popping. You can hear the collision there. Sean Mahone, the veteran safety, with the hip.
That's where we saw in the first half. And they run up the middle. The defense not necessarily thinking that Rattler's a threat. He can pull it down on that look and try to get around the corner.
He has run for a couple touchdowns this year. 2nd and goal. They come after him. He has to get the ball out quickly, and the pressure blew the play out. Tried to get the ball out, but Hazelwood couldn't fight back.
Anton Harrison trying to get his left leg to get out there. The pressure's coming from right out here. Russian left tackle tried to kick out to try to get out there. He was maybe surprised. He was looking inside, and that pressure, Dixon got right by him. This would force that early throw.
Big play early in the second half here. Potential 4-point swing. West Virginia's been a very tough defense to score in the red zone. Number 1 in the country, actually. Movement in keeping opposing offenses off the board down here.
Left tackle Harrison looked like he moved.
False start. Offense. Number 71, 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Spot 11 opponent red zone trips coming into tonight, and only 4 resulted in points. A lot of missed field goals, but only 2 touchdowns allowed down in here. It's been the best thing they've done as a defense, really.
Yeah,
the first 3 games.
Absolutely. That comes with the experience of playing with. A lot of these guys have played so much football together down in this area. It's so much about a feel and trusting one another.
Sooners' first penalty tonight moves the ball back to the 11. Stogner motioning in. Rattler wanted to go to the right, nobody open, now scans and fires over the head. Stogner was tracking along the back line there, and it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal team.
Everybody wants to point the finger at Spencer Rattler. These windows are tight. Look, watch the pocket for Rattler, who's undersized. It squeezes it. I mean, there's bodies all over the place. He does a good job of trying to keep the play alive and spots Stogner pulling away, but unable to hit him. But I mean, almost every time he drops back, he's not just sitting back there. He's got pressure.
Would have had to be a great throw to find Stogner for his 2nd touch tonight. So Gabe Burkich, who's a long-distance field goal specialist, comes on for the chip shot of just 28 yards. Winston Wright, speedy returner, will have a chance here. One of the best in the country so far. Oh, didn't make a move, tried to lower it. Defensive coordinator. And they do a bunch huddle there, the trickery, and they caught the Sooner defense napping, and Sam James rips off a run for 9.
And seal the edge, get a couple blockers on the outside. Letty Brown actually leads the way. Sam James has the athletic ability and speed to be able to get out there and pick up yards, but good blocking downfield. The back and Esdale, the receiver. Chris, I'd love
around there, we're confused.
I'd love to see this offense. First time they've had the ball since making halftime adjustments. That opening drive, if you missed it, they went 17 plays. Took up 9 minutes of the first quarter. A lot of creativity. Very aggressive mindset of flipping quarterbacks in and out. First string, second string guys. Creative.
Biggie under center, old school handoff to Brown. He's knocked down. Haven't seen a lot of Garrett Green since he ran for that touchdown to cap that opening drive.
No, but what I was saying is, like, they've kind of gone away from that personality of that opening drive, and you know, field position plays a part of that. There's Garrett Green who backs up Dagey and has started fast. I mean, he scored the touchdown, had a lot of emotion. Yeah, but I just think that combination of mixing up their personnel groupings and formations, pre-snap movement, going a little faster, mixing tempos, changing the quarterbacks, that worked for him early.
Justin Johnson Jr., the true freshman's in the game. They fake it to him. Dagey under pressure. Escapes momentarily, avoids his first sack of the 9, falls forward for a yard. Isaiah Thomas got there in a hurry.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas is going to go through 2 offensive linemen. He's on the edge, Benito on the other side. He talked about his motor being his strength. And I'll tell you, Dagey goes from not being the most fleet-footed, losing about 7 or 8 yards, to at least picking up a yard. There's Letty Brown.
Athletic trainers checking him out, testing the strength of those shoulders. So with him out, it's already a thin backfield. The true freshman Johnson remains in the game. Dagey on 2nd and 9, throws underneath, catch made by James again, and he is knocked into Oklahoma territory. First down.
They seem to love this play where they clear out back here, tight end's going to work here, and then he comes underneath. Love to see Sam James playing with confidence. Young man that has struggled at times in his career with drops. In fact, saw a sports psychologist at one point to really try to work through it. and this year is blossoming and living up to his potential. Good. Just happy to see that he's in a much better mindset and making plays.
Good to see Letty Brown back in the game. Mountaineers trying to answer Oklahoma's field goal drive to begin the third quarter. Daggy took a peek downfield, checks it down, and delivers a dart on the sideline. Catch is made by Wright, knocked out of bounds. Another first down.
Yeah, I thought he might be a little bit late. He was holding on and waiting to throw it. Watch his eyes here. Right before he throws it, watch his eyes. I feel like he's looking back to the left, and then eventually comes back, still has enough time to get it in there to Wright.
And they bring in Garrett Green, spelling Daggy. Brown takes off, has a hole in the right side, hurdles a tackler and is knocked down at the 15. That's the best running play tonight.
You know, Garrett Green comes into the game. What's the defense thinking? They've heard all week. Watch the linebackers. It's unbelievable. There's the safety, Turner Yell, who's out. But watch the linebackers, Chris. They see 6 in the game. Watch what they do off of the fake. They're terrified of what he might be able to do. Their eyes are right here, and the ball's going out the corner the other way. So just his presence, his athletic ability, Alex Grinch and his staff saying, guys, when 6 comes in, we got to be aware of his athletic ability. He's going to run the ball. That time he doesn't run it. He's almost a decoy, and the linebackers take themselves right out of the play.
It's a nice fake, too, Kirk. He put his hands on his hip there as if trying to hide where they had the ball.
Yeah, he does a great job.
Savvy stuff for the freshman. Mountaineers on the march. And this one with Danny Stutzman, Jalen Redmond. And the Mountaineers on the move here. Green puts it in the flat there to Wright, and he's run out of bounds right near the first down marker. Looks like they'll spot him with a first and goal.
Yeah, they had 2 backs in the backfield, and Wright is known as he's a receiver, but he's lined up back there with Letty Brown and sneaks out of the backfield. Pat Fields is trying to stay with him in man-to-man coverage, but a well-designed play and a long way for Fields to get there to catch up with a speedy Winston Wright.
So Green trying to duplicate what he did in the first possession of the game for the Mountaineers. Engineer a score down here in the red zone. He ran it in at that 17-play drive. Wright is in the backfield. 3-back look. Green's got it. Flips it to Wright. He tries for the pylon. Reaches the football. And Davis saved the touchdown just short of the goal line.
It worked to go into the left. Why not run it back to the right? He's right over here. He's going to sneak him out. Watch Fields try to stay with him. He's trying to run with him. That's a long way to go for Fields. They were lucky. The awareness here of Davis to knock him out. The progressive pylon cam, which he's trying to hit, by the way, with a football, and he just doesn't quite get there.
Football a half yard from the goal line. They send 3 receivers out to the left. And a whistle and a flag, a false start. Trying to get cute. Mountaineers are pointing across at the OU front.
Prior to the snap, false start.
Ouch.
Offense. Number 52, 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
That is Parker Moore, the right tackle.
He flinches right here. He and the freshman Milam have been rotating time, just a little bit aggressive, a little excited, jumped the gun there.
Yeah, it's just second goal, but it's something to remember if the Mountaineers don't find the end zone. O'Laughlin, the tight end, also lined up in the backfield in front of Brown. Hesitation, Green picks his way, but does not have enough muscle to get past the front. Deshaun White, the linebacker, was there. It'll be 3rd and goal. Daggy back in, Green trots out.
Watch him work around there. Deshaun White works around traffic, just showing some good instincts. Lineman unable to get up to him. Green, athletic ability to run, but I think you see him on the edge here. You give him the option to run or throw where he's dangerous.
You got Daggy back in, so welcome back to the game. I mean, Jerry, he comes in here with a 3rd down and goal. Brown motions to the left, Sooners try to come after Daggy, delivers a high throw off the fingertips of Ford Wheaton and incomplete. Top target tonight could not come down with that one. And that false start is super costly.
Yeah, 4 receivers when you look at the group right here, and he's just going to hesitate and then work to the back of the end zone. Defense lost it. They had 4 different receivers. You include the tight end. Ball is high, but he is wide open. And you're right. He's been the go-to man tonight.
6'3", could not quite come down with it. So that penalty when the ball was a foot from the goal line could be a 4-point moment in this game. And the field goal is knocked through by leg. Mountaineers move it 68 yards in 11 plays, but have to settle for 3 midway third quarter. Is Mims from the goal line. Has a little crease and gets it out across the 30-yard line.
No, it's over. It's over. No, I'm good.
So Rattler and the Sooners again have to respond. Empty backfield. Rattler, no one to throw to. Flush and drag down. A 4-man rush. Got close to him, but it's all about the coverage right now.
Well, it's about the coverage. He has nowhere to go. He's looking to his right. Watch his eyes look right. Trying, waiting, just no one there. They leverage the receiver to the inside, nowhere to go with the ball, and nowhere to check it down.
And now a pre-snap flag.
Outside. Defense, number 8, unabated to the quarterback, 5-yard penalty.
That stings. Defense playing well. Now makes it 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it's just so different than when Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, they used to run the ball, the counter play, and setting up play action off of that. Now they throw all the time. You know, they're not running. They have 30 yards rushing tonight on 14 carries.
Same running back in there, Kirk Kennedy Brooks, in those years. A couple times, 18 and 19 against the Mountaineers, was successful as a runner. Ball out quickly to Woods, and he is able to move it across the 40 for a first down before Fortune stopped.
I'm just saying it's a different attack. I mean, Lincoln Riley knows better than anybody. He's one of the great offensive minds, one of the more innovative minds. I'm just saying it's just so different. I don't think he trusts his offensive line. I don't think they have the offensive line that they've had in years past. You know, last year they weren't dominant up front. It's just different. He's trying to find a different way to move the ball when people know you're going to throw it.
Rattler launches downfield. Woods trying to make a play in the double coverage, and that's Jackie Matthews, who earlier had the interception off the Karam back there as well. Washington was in coverage.
Yeah, good job of getting back there by Matthews, because Woods has the speed to be able to outrun and get behind coverage. The only thing is, 3, look for the football. You know, we don't need the arms waving. We need you to look. The ball's in the air, and you have a chance to maybe make a play on it. We don't need you to wave it off.
Was he a fraction early? The Oklahoma fans thought so. Second and 10. Rattler steps up. Another downfield shot, and this one is over the head of Drake Stoops. The guy was chasing him.
Stoops is actually being bracketed by the Satan. They're starting to chance again. Inside and then upfield. But a die who's in the middle of the field, you can see him waiting. Now he's going to try to go vertical. That's a tough throw. I mean, a tough throw. And I'll never understand fans, home fans, doing this to a starting quarterback, chanting the backup quarterback's name.
And again, they're chanting, we want Caleb, as in Williams, the true freshman from Washington, D.C., highly touted dual threat guy, but it's Rattler's show at the moment, and he puts it underneath. Coming back to get the ball is Williams. A lot of his catches are like that, behind the line, and then tries to make a play, and he is short of the marker right near midfield.
And the reason he gets back behind the line is his lineman can get downfield and pick up some blocks without being worried about illegally downfield.
There you go, Kirk, a 4th down.
Yeah, boy, he was just a little short. No, he's explosive, by the way, when he gets the ball. True freshman.
So Riley, open this offensive line, can create enough space to pick up a yard here, keep the drive going, or else West Virginia is going to be set up near midfield with a 3-point lead. Brooks is the back. Brooks bouncing it, will not get there. The Mountaineers swarming for a loss.
it's a tough ask against a better defensive line and better athletes.
What a story, this Mountaineer defense tonight. Now Daggy takes over at midfield, trying to add to the lead. He has plenty of time, but they finally grab a leg, and he is...
This might be grounding.
Interfered or grabbed by Winfrey, who got in the way of a throw, and here comes the late flag. There was nobody in the area, and he was in the pocket.
I think they're talking about a flag, the potential of the flag coming down. They're meeting as a group. He was in the tackle box. He just threw it.
And there will be an intentional grounding. Neil Brown respectfully disagrees.
Grounding. Offense number 2. Quarterback was in the tackle box and threw it into an area where there was no receiver. Loss of down from the spot.
It's the same as a sack. It's a spot foul with a loss of down, so it's virtually the same as a sack.
Yeah, and his receivers, they're working from his left towards the middle of the field. So by the time they get pressure, Winfrey gets there, you can see his receivers are going the opposite direction of where he threw that.
You got to sell it better, don't you? You got to sell it better.
Yeah. I think he was just trying to do whatever he could before Winfrey brought him down.
So 2nd and 18. Back to the Mountaineers 42. Four-man rush. Diggy gets the ball quickly. It's underneath and hit immediately as James, who's able to fight to the 48. Fields drops in. Here comes a 3rd and long.
And they keep going back to that exact same route with the back out in the flat, tight end on the corner route. And then they bring James underneath, just trying to get some positive yards, give themselves a chance here on 3rd down.
This would be important for the Sooner defense to get a stop. After the Mountaineers' 4th down stop gave them a great field position. They were trying to communicate the play clock down at 4. They just get it snapped. Here comes the pressure. Flag down. Did the Sooners jump it?
Yeah.
Downfield for Winston right.
Yeah, free play there. Winfrey jumped across. I think Benito was okay up the top. He's known for his get-off off the edge, but 8, I think, was a little bit too quick in the middle. So he essentially
Outside.
had a free play.
Defense, number 8, 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Oklahoma defense has been able to come up with just 1 sack so far tonight. Trying to get a head start.
He's just right here in the middle. You'll see at the top, he actually is off at the right time, but in the inside there, they catch him. And now you got a shot here.
Now it's 3rd and 7. And a whistle here in a conference by the officials.
Operator, please reset the game clock to 2:17, please. 2:17.
All right, Holly.
Well, guys, that call that they just got on the offsides against Oklahoma was something Neil Brown was lobbying for at the half. As I walked out to talk to him at halftime, he was in a lengthy conversation with the referee. He thought Oklahoma was jumping the whistle every single time, getting over across the line of scrimmage too early. Finally paid off that conversation he had at halftime.
Pretty clear call that time. Sooners rush only 3. Daggy has plenty of time. Nobody open, and it falls incomplete. So that time Grinch drops 8 into coverage, and no one to throw to.
Yeah, rushing 3, long throw. See all to the left there. Just unable to connect. He's trying to find Sam James again, who he believes can win that matchup. But by the time he got that ball out, James really not even quite out of his break.
OU defense really responding there, forcing the 3 and out. Mountaineers had it at midfield. And Tyler Sumter will try to knock it deep. Mims will come over and let it go over his head, and it's a touchback. Rattler rolling and fires across the middle, and catch made for a 1st down. Mims in the crossing route.
That's what Rattler does so well. He's able to buy time with his legs. When he scrambles, gets outside like that off boots, he's just trying to buy time for eventually hit a receiver.
Hazelwood makes a tackle miss. A little rhythm now for Rattler and company. Another first down.
And one of the things Lincoln Riley says, hey, maybe one way we can try to slow down this defense is go faster.
Check it, they'll spot the ball back now, so it's 2nd and a yard with the 41.
Let's be the aggressor. Let's try to get this defense a little bit more on their heels.
Gray's got it. Trying to cut it back, and he'll be knocked down right near the line of scrimmage. Excellent play by Alonzo Adai. Sean Martin also helping, so it's 3rd and a yard.
They would not give up the edge of that defense. They would not let him get outside. They forced him back in, and then there's the speed of that defense. They rally to the ball. Adai, nice job coming up and run support as that safety.
No room to run. Gray and Brooks combined 30 yards rushing tonight.
Remember, short yardage is not Oklahoma's friend. It's hard to run in the middle against this defense and how aggressive and attacking they are and pinching. Probably going to have to either throw this ball or work on the perimeter.
Looking to the sky, this fan, hoping they can come up with 1 yard here. Keep the drive going. Play clock winding down to 1. Rattler went to throw for it and does so. Catch made by Williams, first down. Wait a second, did he complete the catch? Mountaineers don't think so.
I think he held on to that, but again, that's what I said. You're going to have to throw this ball for 3rd and 1 or run outside. And he decides to throw it to the freshman Williams and gets the yards.
You know, the play call says all you need to know about what Riley thinks of his offensive line's push. Let's just check and make sure that Williams made that catch on that 3rd and 1 play.
The previous play was of the ruling of an incompleted pass is under further review.
His left hand on it as he goes to the ground. It's important that we get Bill Lamagna a rep here. Well, he also got hit in the helmet there. Scotty Young got up high and smacked him in the side of the head.
I'm trying to see, is the ball ever loose? Like, does he ever lose possession of the ball? Bill, what do you think? It looks like it's a catch. Game.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. It's a catch.
And to be fair, quarterback run has been a big part in recent years. They're not going to get quite the same production in that area from Rattler.
Sure. Yeah, of course. But I'm just saying, forget the backs, forget the quarterback. I'm just talking about the Oklahoma offensive line. They were bullies. Like, they enjoyed punishing people. It wasn't just blocking. It was taking names, and now this group's trying to live up to that standard.
3 very experienced guys on the line, and then Rain making his first start tonight at center. Sophomore. And that will be it. They wind the clock after the review and the end of the 3rd quarter. A field goal. Rattler does have time, delivers a throw on target, and the catch is made by Woods, who fights hard for 9 yards.
Well, that was a good effort by Woods to hold on to that ball. But I continue to be impressed with Daryl Porter Jr., number 2. Just kind of sitting there, puts himself in a position to be able to break on that football. Almost gets his hand in there and comes up with an interception, but Woods would not be denied. So shows some strength there.
Yeah, he won the wrestling match. Brooks running left, has a little crease. That qualifies as a successful run for Oklahoma tonight. He's got a first time before Mahone stopped him at the 40.
There's Hayes with a nice block. Morris, the left tackle. They turn their backside to the hole. They give him a little crease there. That's, like you said, a rare opportunity for a back with some running room.
Total of 14 yards on 4 carries for Kennedy Brooks, who lit up this Mountaineer team a couple of years early in his career. Rattler has plenty of green grass in front, escaped quickly, takes a hard knock from Chandler Samito, but he's near the first down marker, 31-yard line.
He felt the blitz right away and then coming right up the middle right here. And so as soon as he felt that, he realized everybody else is out. They're gone. So instead of waiting to take off, good job of feeling that and instinctively just pulling the ball down and getting those positive yards.
Brooks motions back in now on 2nd and 1. They fake it to him. Rattler Now dumps it down. Boom. Hard hit on Stoops. Crowd serenading him, but a dive prevented him from getting to the first down. It'd be third down now.
Yeah, one thing about Rattler on that last run, we keep saying, well, he's not Kyler Murray. Who is Kyler Murray? I mean, he's one of the freakiest athletes you're ever going to see when he played quarterback here. Jalen Hurts, too. But Rattler, he's a great athlete. I mean, he's a dominant AAU basketball player. Probably could have played college hoops. So he's a very good athlete. He just doesn't have some of that electricity that you would see from the quarterbacks that have played here in the past when he pulled.
Fair point, but if you ever have, maybe Michael Vick.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you're talking about elite of the elite.
Play clock winding down. They got to hurry here. It comes up under center, and they will take a timeout. Brooks hammers forward. First down inside the 30. Everything is hard work tonight for the OU running game.
They've been working that.
Look at his helmet.
That pretty much sums it up, right? Left side's been the answer for them at least these last few plays. Getting behind Marquise Hayes and also the big fella Morris playing left tackle. Tennessee transfer.
There's blue paint all over.
Oh, man.
That cream-colored helmet.
Absolutely.
Rattler has time and delivers a long throw for a short gain. No, he couldn't come up with it. Hazelwood fighting for the football, could not win that battle. Matthews and Young made it tough on him.
Yeah, Scotty Young did a good job of trying to get into the throwing lane. Watch 19 right here. He's coming out anticipating a short throw, an out cut. And just by running out there, if he doesn't do that, that's an easy completion. But by taking off and running, just lowered his head and took off. Before he even knew what the route was, he got into that throwing lane where Rattler was trying to get it out there to Hazelwood.
Plays that spear position in the West Virginia defense, Young does. Senior out of San Diego, transferred over from Arizona. Play clock at 4. You just get the snap off, and Rattler gets the ball out quickly. That time Hazelwood is able to make the uncontested catch, but then he's slammed down at the 20. It'll be 3rd and 2. Chandler Samito on the stop.
Jordan Leslie, the defensive coordinator from West Virginia, has called a heck of a game tonight. Very surprised, though, giving that big of a cushion and such an easy throw to Hazelwood and Rattler.
Another 3rd and short. Lincoln Riley rarely has he had to try to get creative to come up with a yard and 3rd down. They hand the ball off to the fullback, Jeremiah Hall, spotting him right at the marker at the 18-yard line. Let's see where they place the football down.
You have to measure. It looks like he has it.
It's right on the yellow line. And you're right. If they leave the spot there, it should be just barely enough.
Mountaineers making him work for every yard, especially down inside his red zone.
Making him work for every inch down there.
Yeah.
It's been a really stout defense. It's a 5 defensive back. You wouldn't think it's conceived to be a real physical front, but they have held up very well. Some guys who are smaller but very strong for their size, very quick.
They are. They get good leverage, and they're athletic. Use quickness instead of power.
3rd time on the drive. They barely convert on 3rd and 1. And again, this Mountaineer defense has been excellent in the young season down here in the red zone. Can they keep the Sooners out and force a potential tying field goal attempt?
I think it's one thing to know that coming in, I thought their front would be able to hold up, maybe even dominate at times. I'm just surprised the secondary with young players like Darryl Porter and Jackie Matthews, how well they played outside on these Oklahoma receivers.
Brooks looks for room on the left, gets the corner. Little hesitation. Good looking running. Flag comes in very late, which could nullify this gain of 8.
Anytime you get around the corner, you wonder on that edge block by Stogner, did he hold on? Did he grab that jersey to be able to get him around the corner? That's the one thing there. He was manned up with Jared Bartlett, and he looked like he grabbed some jersey.
During the run, holding, offense, number 54, 10-yard penalty.
They put it on 54.
Still 1st down.
It's the first major penalty of the Sooners tonight, and it is a costly one.
It was Hayes. I think you both could have caught them both right here. He's right here in the middle. See Stogner to the outside. See him grab the jersey as well. They could have called it on either guy.
Good job by Styles to raise his arms, get the attention of the officials. Sold it, but he was clearly being held. So 1st and 20. Gray back in the game as a blocker. Rattler will be dropped for a loss. The third sack. That was Stills again getting in there.
Well,
couldn't hold him out that time.
It's a mismatch when you know they're throwing and Stills is working on the edge right here, lined up across from Morris. Watch him just use his hands, and then he's got bend, and then he collapses the pocket. Boy, that's beautiful. Stills is known to work from the inside, but they move him around and try to create matchups that are favorable. He is an NFL talent playing in the middle of that defense, but they've moved. He and Mesidor kind of share duties inside and outside.
Series began at the 18-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 24. Rattler, short throw. Woods will fight hard for 2 yards, but just to the 30. And it's going to be 3rd down, and the crowd shows its displeasure. Loudest boos of the night so far.
Well, this is a great play of anticipation and trying to keep the edge of a defense. Okay, they had a bunch. Here comes a quick throw. Got to fight through that traffic and keep the edge to the defense.
Rattler steps up, delivers a dart, and that'll get the ball back near the original line of scrimmage. Woods on the catch, but Sooners field goal team comes out trying to tie the ball game. That holding penalty, nullify what would have been a run down near the 8-yard line.
Holding penalty, sack, back to back. They're fortunate just to put themselves back in field goal range and have a pretty good shot here.
Burkich has been solid, made a chip shot earlier, 6 of 8 on the season. This from 35 to get OU even again. And Burkich drives it through. A make it 16-play drive for Oklahoma. Big underdogs finish the job tonight. Houston Wright awaits the kickoff, and he will leave it there. Shots of the young season so far. Daggy in at quarterback. They begin from the 25. They feed Brown, and he is slammed to the ground immediately by Big Bo.
Remember Rowdy Piper used to say, just when you think you have the answers, I change the questions. That's college football in 2021.
Man, I did not think I was going to get a Rowdy Piper.
Yeah. I'm not a real
you're a
big-time wrestling fan, but I liked him. He was entertaining.
There's some junkyard dogs in the field tonight. And scrappy defense on both sides, really. Daggy gets it out quickly. Another first down. Ford Wheaton has been busy tonight. And it's out across the 40.
Infecting those eyes of the linebackers, getting them to take Letty Brown. We've been seeing a form of that route all night.
Early on, it was Ford Wheaton, then Winston Wright Jr. got in the action. Jones has 5 catches, but mainly those 3 receivers Daggy has targeted. Is it his football game, you think, the veteran?
I still think they'll stick to the plan. You go with the experience of Daggy, but when you get opportunities to bring Garrett Green in, certain downs and distances and situations, you bring him back.
Take it to Brown. Daggy takes a downfield shot. And one-on-one coverage there with Broyles guarding right.
Well, that time he saw something he hadn't seen a lot of tonight, which was man-to-man, tight man-to-man. And he decides to challenge OU's secondary and goes downfield when they're bumped up.
There's a flag down the line of scrimmage.
The passer, late hit. Defense, number 33, 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
And it's Marcus Stripling. That is a costly penalty. It'll move the football into Oklahoma territory. And just kind of a bump. He did get there late.
I think it's just more about the timing. It's not how big the hit was. Here comes Green right now. I mean, he took 2 steps after the ball was already released. He easily could have pulled off. It's discipline. You can't make that play. So West Virginia, they miss on the fade, pick up yardage on the dead ball penalty.
This major penalty for OU. Green back in the game now. And once again, they try to affect the defense with a crowded backfield and hand the ball off to Brown.
Yeah, and having Garrett Green in there to affect the eyes of these linebackers and get them out of position. All you need with Letty Brown, just give him a little crease to get positive yards. There's a defender right there in the hole, and he just ran right by him.
So Green in to run that one play. Now Dagey returns. 2nd and 7. They'll snap it inside of 7 minutes. Low snap. Dagey scoops it up, delivers a ball across the middle. And Ford Wheaton on a crossing route, running free. First down to the 31.
Yeah, Banks does a good job right here. He'll get upfield and then just, again, underneath. Getting the ball underneath the Ford Wheaton. Tight end kind of clears the safety to keep him back. Try to get these quick, easy throws, these crossers, where they're able to run away from the coverage of the defender. Time Jaden Davis, and give him a chance to get some yards after the catch.
More catches tonight for Fort Wheaton than he had in 3 games coming in. Dagey under center now. And they fake it to Brown on the bootleg. He's got some blockers. Ooh, the space closed down quickly. Had to duck down. 4-yard gain before Asamoah got there.
I mean, he's not fleet-footed, but it is worth watching the defensive line. They're all thinking, okay, that's Letty Brown. There's no way they're going to get Dagey outside. They look at the defense. They're like, oh, there he goes. He's on the outside. So for Dagey to go with that and just try to get some positive yards, he'll take anything you can get.
Jared trying to get the legs going.
Yeah, Green saying, let me run that play. Give me a chance to get on a corner.
Acceleration, not warp.
But positive yards, man. Late in the game, you take it.
Green is back in the ball game now on this 2nd down play. You wonder, you got quarterbacks coming and going here. How does that affect?
I think the center looked like he started to snap the ball and stopped.
Just stopped. Infraction, number 64, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
It's 54, Frazier.
Yeah,
it's a big ask for these guys, isn't it? Different cadence,
different different rhythm. The word's rhythm. Watch the center. He starts to snap, he just stops.
So now it's Dagey back in there. On 2nd and 12. This is Steve Spurrier like, right? You never know who you're going to see from snap to snap at quarterback here.
With that Jesse and Doug Johnson, like every snap against the Knowles one year.
Oh, the snap gets away. Dagey wasn't expecting it. And he has to fall on it way back at the 45. So perhaps his quarterback rotation causing some costly misfires in the last 2 plays.
In defense of Zach Frazier, who's a great player, it's exactly what it is. It's a different rhythm. Dagey had no idea that ball was going to be snapped. Dagey's in the middle of a game. He's on the road. He's got different feel from one quarterback to the other. See his eyes. He's like, oh, the ball just went by me. He's lucky to have the awareness to run back there and pick it up.
It's a 21-yard loss. Makes it 3rd and 33. They've gone from field goal range to nowhere near field goal range. You need a big play just to have a chance at 3, and that's going to be a short gain for Brown. They hand it off, but the back-to-back miscues, the 5-yard snap infraction, the 21-yard loss on the unexpected snap has killed the drive and sent out the punt team. They handled it so well up until that moment, the offensive line in the center.
Yep, absolutely. And Frazier needs to shake that off. It's not, I mean, it's no one to blame. I mean, it's always a group effort, but you can understand that there's a different feel and a different rhythm from one quarterback to another. Then you throw in the stress of last-minute drive like this as well.
So Sumter to punt, and it's a short run. Sooners just got to get away from it. It was dangerous there.
40
now. Gray has the one catch for 38 yards. Rattler backed up, looking to throw on 1st down, and zips it in there to Mims, who is open between defenders, and it's a 1st down. They get some space out across the 20.
And Mims is as dangerous as any receiver he has after the catch. That time he just sat down in the zone and then He and Rattler timed that up not very well, gave him a chance after the catch to get more yards, get out of that big hole that they were just in.
So a chance for Rattler to silence some of the boos and the critics here tonight. If he can engineer a game-winning drive. This is Gray banging forward for about 8. And after the play, there was a scuffle. And the Sooners, Hall had his helmet ripped off. Crowd wanted a penalty. There is no flag down.
But just when we talked about how they haven't had many lanes to run the football, some positive yards there.
There's some carnage there. A helmet came off. The jersey ripped.
That was well after the whistle.
What'd you say, old time wrestling?
Old time.
Inside of 3 minutes.
Big time grappling.
Sooners still need about 35 yards to get in reasonable field goal range for Burkett, who's got a great leg from the pocket. Catch made. Another first down. Braden Wills getting the ball first time tonight. They're finding some space in that zone now.
Yeah, they kind of flooded the zone. Stogner went deep. And they threw the back Eric Gray out the flat. It's actually a play West Virginia's been running a lot tonight. And then he just settles into the hole right there. And Rattler, you could feel it. I mean, it just seems like he's got some confidence right now in this drive.
Play action, pressure, tries to escape, now flips it to Gray, catches it way behind the line, but scoots for a gain out across the 40. Stills got in near the quarterback again.
How about Gray trying to deal with this on the outside? I mean, you got Stills out here on a twist. He sees him, he kind of bumps him, and then he says, just give it to me. I'm not going to block that guy. Give it to me out here. It's a mismatch, and a good job of improvising this time by Shane Rattler, or Spencer Rattler.
And Gray with too much speed for Chandler Samito to deal with there. West Virginia player down is Mesidor, who's had a terrific night on that front. Man from Ottawa. This West Virginia defense has played so hard and given it a lot tonight, having to dig deep one more time.
You're right. Mesidor, Stills, Alston, those three up front have been a force. See if Mesidor is able to come back.
Jordan Jefferson, he's rotated in as a tackle as well, but not a lot of different bodies. These guys have been asked to go the whole way. The starters up front. Clock winding down. 2:15 and counting. Sooners certainly in no hurry. Stoops comes in motion. And Rattler zips it over their far side. Catch made. Staying in bounds is Gray. Smart move there. He's into West Virginia territory with a first down.
Yeah, with the motion of Stoops, I think they blew coverage that time. They went downfield with the receivers. Mario Williams, nobody's out in the flat. And Rattler just locates Gray once again, just sneaking out. Nobody picks him up. Positive yards.
Gabe Burkett has made field goals from 56, 55 with a lot to spare. They're basically getting very near his field goal range right now. Jet sweep. Williams moved back outside and gained just a yard there.
It's funny, he ends up going out of bounds, just trying to fight for yards. I started to think, okay, 1:36. West Virginia has 3 timeouts. At some point, Neil Brown's got to start thinking about using his own timeouts here to try to give his own quarterback, Dagey, a chance to get in field goal range himself.
Yeah, Burkett is so good from distance that it's really affected how Lincoln Riley calls plays. You think of him as a gambler, but he doesn't consider it a gambler to have Burkett from 50. Rattler a lot of space and makes a throw. Catch made, stoops, and it's a first down inside the 35.
He just baited Samito at 7. Watch him in coverage. Samito going out here. He's got to make a decision. Does he stay back on Stoops or does he come up on the quarterback? He comes up on the quarterback. Rattler waits for him to make that commitment, makes the easy throw right over top of him. So it was a tough decision there for the middle linebacker.
And they are in field goal range for Burkett right now. So this will be an interesting clock management chess game to see if Brown begins to use those timeouts. Rattler zips it far side. Catch made by Woods. And the clock will continue to run. Stop for a short gain. The spot is at the 30.
West Virginia calls the timeout.
Now, right now would be a 47-yarder. That feels like a chip shot compared to what we've seen Burkich do really in his whole career. Wills joins Gray in the backfield on this first down play. Rattler keeps it, and they were all over him. Stopped at the line of scrimmage by Bartlett.
Neil Brown calls his second timeout at this point.
Sooners just have to be sharp, execute this end game situation, and give the reliable Gabe Burkich a chance to win it. Rattler hands off to Gray, running left, and he'll be knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. And we'll see if Brown uses his last timeout. Yeah, he will with 46 seconds. Low snap, Gray runs to the left. A flag comes in. They grab his face mask up high. That'll move it even closer. This will be a chip shot for Burkich.
And Mesidor's had such a great game, and coming off of a twist, he's just trying to do everything he can to make a play. 90, see him working around, gets up to make a tackle, and gets up obviously too high into the face mask of Gray.
It's tough to focus on the miscues. They've been important, as you said, but this team has played so hard and so well on the road as big underdogs.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 90, half the distance to the goal, an automatic first down.
Kind of thing that happens. Rattler just going to move around a little bit and slide down at the 11-yard line. And here comes Gabe Burkich, the junior from Ohio. Made a name for himself booting 50-plus yard field goals. A chip shot. And Oklahoma can escape and go to 4-0. Is that the graphic, guys? Jinx never missed inside of 30 in his career. 16 for 16. He gets excellent lift off of his kicks, makes it very tough to block. Obviously, for the Mountaineers, you're figuring a way to try to get a hand up and block this. Very tough to do against this guy. And what a drive, Kirk. 13 plays, 80 yards. They began, as you said, back inside their own 10-yard line. Rattler taking what the defense gave him. He was sharp. They finally got the running game going in that drive.
Good combination. I mean, it felt like there was some urgency from Spencer Rattler. You know, I think they made quicker decisions. Ball was out on time. Found those open receivers with his first look and mixed in a little bit of the running game and put him in a position here for a game winner.
These folks, they've had the smorgasbord tonight. They've been ornery, they've been agitated, they've been nervous. They will be relieved if Burkich can win it from 29. Spencer Jones on the hold. Casey Kelleher to snap it. And Burkich drives it through, and Oklahoma survives a slugfest. It's going to be tough. The Sooners go to Manhattan next, and then the Red River rivalry October 9th against the Longhorns. Holly Rowe with Lincoln Riley.
Well, Coach Riley, you didn't lead in this game until the final moment. How stressful was that on the sideline as you're waiting to see this drive unfold to get the win?
It's fun, you know, it's fun. It's fun to see us respond. We're not playing very good offensively right now. We know we got to get better, and I think we will. That's been our history here. So, but you got to find ways in these seasons. There's always just these ones that come up like this. You got to find a way. We did. We know we got to get a lot better, but we're going to enjoy this one and be ready to go next week.
Spencer Rattler is going to take a lot of criticism, but you see him put together a nice drive there to get in field goal range. What did you see from him late in this game?
Yeah, you know, we evaluated the whole game, and I thought there's a couple things he missed, but I thought several things we didn't play very good around him, and I was proud of him. I thought he hung in there and trusted it the whole way, gave us a chance right there at the end. He's going to get better. He's going to get coached better. We'll see how we respond.
All right, rushing the football, Coach. You know in the Big 12 you're going to have to do a better job running the ball. What can you do there to improve moving forward?
Yeah, we didn't do a good job. I could have stayed with it more at times. A couple things schematically. We got kind of just took turns. So, I mean, listen, offensively, we got to get better everywhere, but I believe in this group, and I know us around here offensively, we'll do it.
Let's hope your fans aren't spoiled and that they'll appreciate this as a win, and that was a really tough defense.
It was. It was a great win, great atmosphere in here. Oklahoma fans like winning. We're going to try to keep doing it.
Thanks so much. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Holly.
They like winning big, however. They had to sweat 23 points last week, 16 points tonight, just the one touchdown. But Burkich, 3 for 3, and never leading until 0-0 on the clock.
Yeah, it's a great job. I mean, it's a short kick, but it's the pressure, right?
Hey, Spencer, this was kind of a crazy game for you. You don't lead until these final moments. What's going through your mind as the offense continues to struggle? You hear the crowd booing. Like, how are you overcoming all of that?
Just finding a way. You know, these past couple weeks, we've had to do that a couple games, and I think it's going to be positive for us in the long run. We just got to play cleaner, you know, do a couple things better, and just finish, and we'll be good. I mean, but we're going to put it together. I have no doubt in that.
That last drive, you did put it together. You ran the ball. You made good decisions. How did you really put that together when it mattered the most?
Yeah, I mean, just, you know, knowing the decisions I would have made last year in that type of situation, and then coming to this year to where same type of game, same type of, you know, score, time frame, 2-minute situations, and not just me, but everybody else, you know, had a big part in that, and finishing off with Gabe kicking the game winner.
I know it's unusual, and you hear the crowd boo. How do you process that moving forward and stay positive, Spencer?
I don't worry about that at all. I don't listen to them. They're not on the field.
You shouldn't. You did great in this game, and guess what? You won.
Yep.
Congratulations on opening up Big 12 play with a win. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thanks.